GoLogin is the best browser for multi-accounting. GoLogin is a platform that enables users to manage multiple browser profiles.
This high to this low. So I told you, once a new range has been created, we look for discount and premium prices like this.
Yes.
Okay, and now we know that anything above this would be a premium price. Okay,
Yes.
now I told you, once a new range has been created, the main thing we need to do is identify the trap. Now imagine
Yes.
how many people would have looked at this order block. Okay, how many
Yes.
people would have looked at that order block? And the next thing I told you is once the climax reversal happens, okay, now people would have waited for this, right? They would have waited for
Yes.
this order block to play out. But
Yeah.
why didn't it come back into this? There was no inducement. There was no
Yes.
inducement. There's no liquidity to for price to come back into this high.
Yeah. And the
Okay.
price does not
Now,
move this much many pips.
yeah, this much. Yeah, exactly. You got the point now. Now, this is the order block most of the people would have looked at, right?
Yes.
Okay. Many people would have looked at this thing. But now, okay, the, the reason for me to not look at this as a high probable order block is that there is no inducement. Okay, there is no inducement.
Like
People,
this.
yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing, this order block right here.
Yes.
Okay, now people would have looked at this. So I told you, do what the rest is not doing. Okay, now, now the fun begins. Okay, now the fun begins. I told you, we must identify the trap. So now we know that there is a pool of liquidity resting above this high because why? Smart money traders place their stop losses above this. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Pools.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
My
now,
mic was off, so and I forgot
okay,
to turn it on.
okay. Now if I now I'm going to the 1 minute. Okay, now the fun begins. Like,
Yeah.
that's my favorite time frame. Okay, the 1 minute. Okay, now we have this order block right here. Okay,
Yes.
we have this. Now, most of the smart money traders would have looked at this order block, right? Because why? It's in a premium price.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I
Yes.
told you, we do not trust clear order blocks because why? Now, if you can see this order block, then so
Yeah.
can the
Everyone
others,
can
right?
see it. Yes.
Yeah. Now, I'm going back to 1 minute. Now the fun begins. Okay. I hope I can go that far. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, even
Awesome.
though people might not trade order blocks and stuff, but they still know
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah. 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 They still know about them. Okay. Okay. And now, I told you,
Yeah.
this is that 15-minute order block. Okay. This is that
Yes.
15-minute order block. So now, if this move was a real genuine move, okay, they would have
Yes.
come back higher and then filled this little imbalance, right? They would have
Yes.
done that. But why? Why didn't they do that? I told you, we always choose the POI that's closest to the inducement. Okay.
Yes.
Now they
Yes.
cannot go higher. They cannot go higher. So now, if this was a genuine move, they could have come back higher and then filled this imbalance, right? But why
Yes.
didn't they do that? They will create a ton of liquidity above this high and then they'll take out all of those highs and then tap into this imbalance. That is their intention now. You see how much of things the 1 minute chart shows you?
Yes.
The 1 minute chart is not noise, like actually. It's the one that has the most amount of detail. So now I told you, do what the rest is not doing. This is what we would do now. You see that?
Yes.
Because you know for sure this high will be taken out. You see that?
Yes.
You know that. Like now, based on the information I gave you, you know that it will happen for sure. Okay. Now this was our new range from this high to this low. That was our new range on the 50 minute, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll even tell you about this because I was back testing it and it was crazy. Okay. Now I told you. Imagine how many people would have looked at this order block. How many people looked at that? Okay, because it was clear. It had a huge
Yes.
imbalance. Okay, how many people would
Yes.
have looked at that? Now I told you, will they play out? No. And if this was a genuine move, they could have come back higher and then filled this imbalance, right?
Yes.
They could have done that, but they did not. So now, when the other people do this, what I do is I'll do this.
Yeah.
Okay,
We will
I'll do
use
this.
this wick
Yeah,
as
we can
our
use
POI.
that. So yeah, we can go to the 1 minute and refine it. Okay? Now let's go to a 1 minute. Let's go to a 1 minute and then where was I? Right here. Right here. Okay. Now on the
Yes.
15 minute, this was my new range from this high to this low. And then now let's refine this thing. I told you about this clear order block, right? You see? Now
Yes.
if this was a genuine move, they could have come back up right here and then filled this imbalance, right? But why did they leave it? They fed liquidity into this POI. You see that? They fed liquidity into this. Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
So now this is my POI. So the other people would have looked at that 50-minute order block right here. But what would I view? This thing right here, because I know that there's a ton of liquidity resting above this. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I know that this will be taken out, and where will price come into? The closest POI to the inducement. So this is the
Yes.
closest one, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now the fun begins. Okay. This is the 15-minute range from this high to this low. Okay. And
Yes.
have you seen I mark something? Have you seen I mark a gray color rectangle on my chart? Okay. That is the Asian range. So have you heard of the Asian range?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes,
now
I've
the
heard of that,
Asian
but I've
range.
never used it. Like the
Okay.
people use
Use
it
it.
as
Use it. Use
liquidity,
it.
right?
Yeah, that's the
Asianized
guide.
books.
That's the guide to these intraday traders. That's what guide the intraday traders to where the most amount of liquidity is. Okay. Now for me,
Yes.
so you're from India, right?
Yes.
So for us, the Asian range starts from 2:30 a.m. and then it ends at 9:30 a.m. Okay, and 9:30 a.m. because 9:30 a.m. is when the what do you call it? That's the opening price. Okay, that's 12 a.m. New York time. 12 a.m. New York time. Okay, because I told you an algorithm is what runs the market. Okay,
Yes.
am I clear? Okay, an
Yes.
algorithm is what runs the market, and that algorithm operates. It basically resets at 12 a.m. New York time. Okay,
Okay.
so that's when the Asian session ends. Now this is my Asian range. Okay, now I'll show you how much fun this is. Now this is my 50-minute range from this high to this low. Okay, can you
Yes.
hear me? Okay,
Yes.
now price was retracing back in a bearish counter trend like this. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Did this. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, break of structure. Broke structure right here. You see that? It
Yes.
broke structure right here.
So,
Now, yeah,
yes.
what is it?
I wanted to ask if you take the continuation trades.
Yeah, I'll show you how you can
Okay.
take continuations, reversals, anything. Okay, basically anything. Okay.
Okay.
Now even here I took a trade because why? Because why? Right here I took a trade because we had this inducement, this clear order block,
Yes. Yes.
inducement, and then on the 32nd I saw something here like this on the
What is
32nd.
this?
I'm sorry,
How did you mark this block?
this thing on the
Yes.
32nd there was an order block right here. Okay, because I
Okay.
can't go back down that far. That was on the 32nd.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then we had this. This was my target, and then sold from here. That's why I told you it happens all the time. Okay,
Okay.
it happens all the time.
So,
You see, that's a 1 to 5, a quick 1 to 5.
here
You
also
see,
we had inducement and like
yeah, we had inducement, and then 50% of this order block could have paid us a lot right
yes.
here. Because why? What makes this high probable? What makes this high probable? The inducement. Okay, if
Yes.
there is no
Yeah, the
inducement, we do not
problem
trade.
Problem comes when there are multiple inducements. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
this
tell
can
you.
also be used as an
Which one?
inducement.
Which one? Which
This
one was
one
that?
I marked, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Why can it be marked?
Can it
Why?
not be used like
No, no. There needs to be a clear inducement. Okay, by inducement I mean
clear
the
inducement?
market makers or the banks, they have to force people into doing something wrong, so that now now the market makers know that you trade all of these supply zones, demand zones, order blocks, IFCs, whatever you want to call it. Okay, the market makers know that you do that. Okay, now the market makers know that you do that. Okay,
Okay.
they know that.
Yeah.
So they, what they do is, they will show you exactly what you need to see. Okay, so that you
Yes.
will get induced. Okay, now you can
Yes.
backtest it. Okay, you can backtest this, and then while backtesting you will see it worked out. You will see it worked out. So once
Yeah.
you see it on the real market, on the live market, you'll think to yourself, ah, okay, I saw this while backtesting, so this is gonna play out. And then you
Yes.
will invest your hard-earned money on that, and then
Yes.
it gets taken out. That is what happens.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and then even right here, if this was a genuine move, they could have they could have failed this, right? But why did they
Yes.
leave it? Why did they leave it? They need to have a reason to do something. Okay,
Yes.
before any move in the market, there needs to be a reason. Okay, now you see that the imbalance was not filled. You see that it's not filled yet. So now this will be a good POI. Okay, a good POI, because why? There was inducement. And what do I mean by inducement? Okay, why was this a clear inducement? Price was retracing back down in a bearish counter trend like this.
Yes.
Okay, and then I
Yes.
told you, on a downtrend, all of the lower highs are protected, right? The lower
Yes.
highs are protected on a downtrend. So now,
Yes.
what do the breakout traders and the people who trade with the trend, what do? They will place their buy stops above all of the protected highs. That's what they
Yes.
do. Okay, that is what they do.
Yes.
And I told you, after a major break of structure happens, I'm sorry, after a major high or low has been broken, there needs to be a pullback. I told that to you. Okay,
Yes.
and now we're gonna use the fractal nature of the market. Okay, to have fun actually. Okay, now we have this POI, and then we have this trap. We
Induced.
have this trap. We have this
Yes.
inducement. Okay,
Yeah.
now price is fractal. Okay, price is fractal. So price was coming back down like this, and then it broke structure right here. First structure was broken right here, and then the second structure was broken right here.
Yes.
Okay, see that?
Yes.
And then okay, now I'll show you this. I came into the chart at around this time of the day. I came at around um I came at around, okay, 9:30. 9:30 was when I entered the market. Okay,
Yes. Yeah. I was talking
9:30
about
was
this
when
trade only.
yeah. I'll show
Yeah.
it to you. Okay, I'll
This
show
one.
it to you. I'll show you every single reason why. Okay,
Yes.
now what I saw was like, the first thing I did was I marked all of this. I marked all of this. Okay, I marked all of this, and
Yes.
now I know where I am currently at, according to the high time frame. And then I saw this happen. Okay, I saw this. You see this equal lows right here. Price took them out. You see this equal
Yes.
lows.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
took out those equal lows, and then fill this imbalance right here. Okay,
Yes.
okay, fill that imbalance, and then this is what we could see on the lower time frame, on the seconds time frame. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, break of structure. Okay, if price broke structure right here. Okay,
Yep.
okay, price broke structure right here. And then I told you, if it takes out liquidity and if it breaks structure, it's a strong low. You see that?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then price mitigated this. Okay, now there is order flow. But even though there is order flow, where is the inducement for this thing? Where is the inducement? There's no inducement, right? There's no inducement. And then price went higher and it came
Isn't
back
this
down.
an inducement?
Which one? No, 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 no. Yeah. That's an inducement. I'm sorry, that's an inducement. On a second time frame, people would view this as equal lows, right? Because have you heard of those traders who trade on the tick charts? It means the 1 second chart. They trade on the they trade forex on the 1 second chart. I don't know why they do that. So I told you, price is fractal. So even on the 1 second chart, they will create liquidity.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And
Yes.
then what did they do? Came back down, went back higher. Now. So have you heard of these triangle traders? Stupid ass. Okay, you see that? Now there's a triangle for me.
You are not audible again.
Oh, now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, have you heard of these people called
Yes.
triangle
Yes.
traders? You see that? Now there's a little
Yes.
triangle for me. Okay. Now you see, I told you, pay attention to the slightest details. Okay. And even NJAC teaches this. This is BFI stacking up orders, arrange the
Yes.
market sideways price action.
Yes.
Okay, sideways price action.
Yes.
And then now ask yourself, where did the real bullish momentum came into the market? You see, this thing right here is bigger than all of the previous bullish candles, right? The single candle.
Yes.
Where did it originate from? Right here. And now, what makes it high probable? What makes it high probable? The inducement just above it. The inducement. You see that? BFI stacking up orders. You
Yes.
see that? The inducement. And then see what did? See what price did? Came right into it. Came right into it. You see that? So
Yes.
what? So this was my first buy. This was my first buy,
So
and my
if the
stop loss
induce,
was yeah. What
so
do you
the
say?
more the inducement is closer to a POI, the stronger that POI is.
Yeah, the stronger the POI is. Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
Like if you get the right entry, it does not shit around your entry. You see that? It just goes. It goes. It
Yes.
like it has no reason to stay there. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
you see, where would my target be? I told you about this thing right here. I told you once a major
Yes.
high or low has been broken, there needs to be a pullback, right?
Yes.
So now this is my first target. Boom. This is my first target. Okay, that
Yeah.
was my first sell. I'm sorry, first long position. And then, and then you see how they induce more and more people into doing the wrong things. You see,
Yes.
even though it took out this, even though it took out the trap, did it really feel the imbalance?
No.
No, right? It did
No.
not feel the imbalance. Now this can be viewed as equal highs from this high to this high, right?
Yes.
Because this was only like a zero point 0.1 pip because nobody would place a stop loss on 0.1 pip thing. Okay. Clearly, clearly this was a false move, right? This was
Yes.
clearly a false move because why? It took out the trap, but it did not fill the imbalance. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And now this is what I could see. Price is now bullish. Broke the structure, went higher highs, came back down, created a higher low, and then created another higher high. Okay.
Yes. So you know
And
what is
then
happening is right now you are creating a higher
yeah,
after
now
you were
we
done
created a
speaking.
higher
No,
high.
no. What I'm trying
Yeah.
to say is the because of the internet connection, when you were done
Oh.
speaking, it was forming the higher.
Okay. I'll tell that to you once again.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no, I
Now.
understood it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm just
even
telling you
though
about the.
yeah, the trap has been taken out, the imbalance was not fully filled. Okay.
Yes.
And then now we have this. It broke structure right here, and then
Yes.
price went higher highs, higher lows, and a new higher high. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I told you
So
once.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So
What is
like
it?
yeah, this won't this be considered a new high because we do have inducement here, but yeah,
Well,
the
well, well,
distance is high.
yeah. That the distance is too much, right? The distance is
Uh,
too much. Okay. You see,
okay.
there was no inducement for this. Now I'll tell you. I told you, once a break of structure happens, a new
Yes.
range will be created. Now, what's our range? From this low right here to this high right here. Okay.
Okay.
So now, once that happens, we determine our premium and discount prices. All right. Now we know anything below this would be a good POI because why? It's in a
Yes.
discounted price. And now
Uh, I hope you are not speaking anything because
would
I
be
cannot
making that is
hear anything.
no, right?
I could not hear
I'm sorry.
anything.
Okay. Now is it clear? Okay. Can you hear
Yes.
now? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So now, if they do not want us to make money, would
Like
they give it to you?
after you made
Yeah.
the
What?
premium and discount, I could not
Okay.
hear anything.
Okay. Now we have our premium and discount prices.
Yes.
Okay. And then we know that anything below this would be a good POI. The reason is it's in
Yes.
a
Can you
discounted price.
increase the audio?
Okay. Okay. Right now.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now, and then if they do not want us to make money, would they give it to us this easily? No, right?
No. Yeah.
No. Would give me. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
GoLogin is the best browser for multi-accounting. GoLogin is a platform that enables users to manage multiple browser profiles. GoLogin is the best browser for multi-accounting. GoLogin is a platform that enables users to manage multiple browser profiles.